Welcome everyone to the HorrorCast, episode 43. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Steampunk Star Raising.
Freaking AmberStreet.com or AmberStreet.com.
Nice. What's up, Daniel?
Hello.
What's up, David?
What's up, everyone?
All right. So, David, did you ever meet Steampunk?
Yeah, we've been on cast before.
Nice.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. We had a discussion. I've just been busy with the art of survival and just busy with stuff.
Right.
That's
Now,
why
what
I
is
haven't
that
been on.
woman in the background in the painting? Is that, like, where are you at now?
I'm at the greenhouse, and they had an art show here last week, and a girl who's friends with the owner, these are her paintings, and she's trying to sell them.
Oh, I see.
And I just, I was hanging out at the Starbucks at Willow Street in Long Beach, but they kicked me out of there, and the supervisor, the owner of that Starbucks, is a jerk. And he was like, well, you can come back here, but you can only stay a short time. And I'm like,
Oh,
fine.
he needs to shut himself.
Yeah, and I'm like, well,
What's up, Connor?
fine,
Hello.
what's a short time? And he was like, a short time. So I'm now hanging out at the greenhouse, which is a cool place.
Say hello to Connor. Okay.
What's
All right,
Rabies
so
Sapphire? Go ahead.
Rabies and the Sapphire?
Yeah.
I haven't heard that expression in a while.
Well, I mean, yeah, much order and chaos. Rabies being chaos.
You need to do the freaking Chaos Generator, the movie. That's what you need to do.
Well, if I had funding, and I don't even have a camera.
Take over the world. That's what you
I
need to
don't even have a camera now. Okay, somebody stole my camera, so I can't. I've lost the ability to do independent film, or I can maybe do it on my iPhone, but it wouldn't be the best quality.
do. All right. So you're a big guy when it comes to the horror, right? You like a lot of horror movies or no?
Who, me?
Yeah.
I like. I was a bigger fan of horror movies when I was a teenager.
Right.
But as I grew up, I became less interested. I still like some horror movies. You want to know my favorite horror movie of all time?
Yes.
It changes, like anything in my opinion, changes from year to year. But right now, my favorite horror movie of all time is 1989 Phantom of the Opera.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
I think it's
Why?
a very underappreciated film. Well,
Is
I mean,
that
because
Robert England?
yeah, it was Robert
Wow.
Englund, famous for playing Freddy Krueger. I have a copy of it on DVD, and I watched it again recently, and I'm like, wow, this was really well-written postmodern literature. I mean, yeah, they use Phantom of the Opera as a backdrop, but it's really a horror film about a serial killer. He's constantly killing people, and he's a serial killer with supernatural abilities.
Right.
And I loved how it's postmodern literature. It's broken up into fragments. The plot line is kind of broken up into fragments. The beginning takes place in present time and goes back 100 years in time, and then the end takes place in present time. So the movie is very non-linear
Right.
and very ambiguous. I think it's very underrated horror fiction. I mean, yeah, they merged Phantom of the Opera with a horror movie, but Robert Englund is famous for Freddy Krueger. But he did a very good job playing a character. You condemned him because he was a psychopath, but you also kind of felt sorry for him at the same time. And those are the
Right.
best kind of villains. You don't want to just. I hate the black and white cookie cutter villain. Oh, I'm a bad guy. Let me twirl my mustache. I mean, that might be good.
Well, I
for
like
steampunk.
the old Bela Lugosi and Boris Karloff and Christopher Lee back in the day.
I never saw any Boris Karloff stuff. I know he is big horror from silent film era.
Mm-hmm. Wait, Boris
Yeah,
Karloff?
Boris Karloff, right?
You
he's
never
like an old
watched
guy.
the old HBO on Channel 13 and they used to have him in black
I
and
never
white.
saw any with Boris Karloff. I'd read about him and I heard about him.
Lon Chaney. Oh my God, Lon Chaney. Wolfman? No.
I've heard of Lauren Chaney. I've never saw Wolfman.
Wow.
You've never
My,
seen
my,
Wolfman?
parents, my parents were Mormon. My parents were Mormon, and very. They censored everything I watched.
Wow.
Growing up until 8, I wasn't able to see a rated R movie until I was 18. So
Wow.
a lot of that stuff I missed.
Okay. David, what horror stuff you have for us? Anything interesting? I know we're getting a trailer tomorrow, right?
We're getting a what?
We're getting a trailer tomorrow, correct?
For what was it?
For the Green Inferno.
Yeah, that's we're getting one for that. But let me see the one I'm looking at right now.
We got today the trailer for Paranormal Activity 5,
Yeah.
The Ghost Dimension, and I liked the trailer from what I've seen of it. But
I've
again,
kind of given up on Paranormal Activity. It's not that good of a series.
well, this is the final one.
I know.
Yeah.
No. Just watch. It will be the final one.
I have never seen a single Paranormal Activity film. I've seen the trailers for several of them, and they all look like they suck. It just doesn't interest me. It reminds me of a ripoff of like Blair Witch Project, but with ghosts. Like, let's try to make it seem like it's real. And I remember
like Amityville, right?
Yeah. You know, let's do like low quality video to make it look like it was like
in other words, it's like at the Entity. Remember the Entity? Or Amityville, or like what are some of the movies that back in the day? Trying to be, the supernatural.
I remember Amityville, or I mean, it was not. I mean, when I was younger, I was interested in it, but today, it's not really my cup of tea. I'm a casual horror fan. I'm very particular with my horror movies. I mean, hence my favorite horror film of all time is an obscure one. It shouldn't be, because it's got Robert Englund in it, and he's brilliant. It's a shame that he didn't get more acting roles.
Yeah. All right, so David, what do you have? Anything interesting?
Only that Kit Harington or Jon Snow is in talks for Brimstone.
What's that about?
Let me see. Dakota Fanning plays a heroine on the run from her past and is chased by an evil preacher who's played by Guy Pearce. Harrington will play an outlaw who has a crucial role in this tale of retribution. Paul Anderson, Jack Roth, Carla Jewry, and Harrington's Thrones co-star Carice Van Houten, I think that's how you pronounce it, also star. Robert Pattinson has been linked to the role earlier this year at the Berlin Film Festival. This marks the second high-profile cast switch on the project, as Mia Wasikowska, I don't know how to pronounce that name, was originally cast in Fanning's role. Other than that, seems that Jon Snow's spreading his wings to other franchises or other films.
Okay. So, did you guys get to see the trailer for the poster for The Walking Dead? Season 6?
Oh, speaking of horror casts, let me tell you something I experienced at E3. Even though I had a horrible time at E3 because somebody stole my Canon EOS 60D camera, which I can't afford to replace. But other than before that point where I had, that really has. Anyway, okay, let me try not to focus on the negative. They had a demo of Walking Dead video game VR. I got a free hat out of it, and it was like living in a horror movie. It was freaky. It literally freaked me out. That's horror related. I can talk about that, I guess.
Yeah.
Anyway, they had at E3 Expo last week. They had the Walking Dead, and I snuck in. I didn't get a press badge because I don't have 10,000 subscribers on YouTube. But there's ways you can sneak into E3, and I snuck in all 3 days, even though I got kicked out one of the days. But anyway, so I got in there to the demo, and you play this character that's in a wheelchair, and you have a shotgun, right? And they actually have a plastic shotgun prop that you can cock. And you're wearing the VR, you're wearing the Oculus Rift VR goggles. And I did a demo last year's E3 Oculus Rift, and it was surreal to say the least. Like, I wasn't interactive. This was the first demo video game that I had ever played with VR that was fully interactive, 360-degree field of view, and you had a shotgun prop that was interactive with the video game, which was really cool, which enhanced the reality of it. So you're this character that's like paralyzed from the waist down. You're in a wheelchair, and you got an ally, a buddy that's pushing you around, and they're reloading your shotgun for you, and you're shooting zombies. And I made a mistake. I shot too many zombies, or I was not a good shot. I missed a lot. I shot too many times, and I ran out of ammo. And by the third time I ran out of ammo, you're the NPC who's pushing you around, and with the video pushing you around, and you're looking behind you, and there's zombies chasing you. It's just like, and they're growling at you, and it's like really freaky. And then the NPC is like, man, you're out of ammo again. You're on your own. And he leaves you there, and you have the shotgun, and you're out of ammo, and there's like these zombies on the ground that are like the ones that are cut off from the waist, and they're crawling with their two arms up their legs. And I'm like, holy crap, what am I going to do? And I totally lost it. I totally got into the game like it was a reality because it freaked me out so much. It was so realistic. So I took the shotgun prop, and I was like, well, I'll just use the shotgun and combat. And I started hitting the zombies with a shotgun, but it didn't really do much. And then I died, and the game ended. But in that last brief moment when I was fighting for my life, I broke their shotgun, their plastic shotgun interactive prop for the VR. But they weren't mad at me. They were like, oh, we anticipated that. And They actually videotaped me and did an interview with me. I don't know if that interview will be used, but they thought it was pretty funny how I got freaked out by a video game. I got so scared that I broke their plastic shotgun.
Oh, that's great.
That's funny.
So hopefully it'll be on their website eventually, because they did do an interview and they videotaped me playing the game. So you might get entertainment out of that.
Wow.
Anyway, That was my Walking Dead story of the day. Anyway.
Very nice. Okay, so here's the poster. Again, man, Walking Dead, I can't friggin' wait. I'm not even, I don't even care about the prequel, which is sad. What?
Morgan!
That's right, man. I can't friggin' wait for that. That's great. Go Rick. Team Rick, man.
I suspect that the prequel, is gonna because it's a prequel, it could be more interesting because society hasn't fallen apart yet, but they're still fighting zombies, as opposed to Walking Dead.
I'll make another bet this year with The Walking Dead that Rick will survive, because I had made a bet before that someone thought they bet that Rick's gonna die. No way. Again, I'll do that same bet with the same person. Rick's living the whole entire season. There you go. Just letting you know. We ain't gonna have no Jon Snow nonsense here. All right. That will never get old until he comes back. All right. What do you got, David?
Nothing much on my end. All I have.
Yeah. Daniel, you have anything horror, man?
No.
Nothing, huh?
You got anything on Halloween Returns?
Yeah, basically they're going to be filming it. I mean, it's happening. Let me just see if I can get something on it. Let's see.
How hard is it to do a sequel to Resurrection?
Very hard, because they're not going to do that. They're going to do a sequel to the original second movie.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going to happen. Let's see. Here we go. I'm going to screen share this with you. Okay. There's the Galaxy Man. Jacob Males. There he is. For song.
Hey guys.
So
Nothing much.
Alright, so it's going to be a sequel. to the original second one. Nothing really on it other than that they're doing it, you know. No news, I'm sorry, on it, really. Jacob, you have any horror news?
Any horror news? Well, not really. I do have Walking Dead news. Walking Dead, Norman Reedus, and it's hard to pronounce the actress of the show, but they had a kiss on The Walking Dead. Yeah.
Really?
Yep.
Oh boy.
Yep.
I wonder what's happening with that.
Yeah.
All right. I'm very excited that we're gonna have Friday the 13th. Unfortunately, it's been delayed. It's not coming out till next year. But I'm excited about that. I'm excited about the Friday the 13th TV series. Again, by the time next couple months, the airwaves are going to be flooded with horror TV shows. We're going to have the Scream TV show. We're going to have Ash vs. Evil Dead. Friday the 13th is going to have to fit in there. We're going to have Tales of the Dark Side.
They got iZombie right now.
Yes, iZombie. I mean, it's going to be double in the next 6 months.
I watched one episode of iZombie, and I didn't really care for it. It's like
really?
I'm
hearing so many good things about it.
I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't see the first episode. I watched the. You can go to the website of that broadcasts the series, and they have they'll let you watch like the latest episodes for free, but you can't watch all the episodes if they're too old.
Right.
But I watched one of the episodes because I was just curious. I'd heard about the show, and it sounded interesting. But the episode I saw, it was just like really soapy. You know, she's a zombie, but she's sexy and intelligent. She tries to hide that she's a zombie, and it just seemed like zombie soap opera to me. I don't know. It just wasn't my cup of tea.
I don't think so. I mean, I heard a lot of good things about it. I have to look into it myself, but
I wouldn't.
My family members like it, so I'm gonna have to take a look at it.
I mean, the girl's good looking. The main zombie girl that eats people. She eats people's brains, and then the brains.
That's Chris. Because if you haven't watched Power Rangers RPM before, she was actually in RPM of Power Rangers as the Yellow Ranger. What I said, like.
Oh, I did not know that. I've never seen Power Rangers, so I guess that's sentimental for some people. If you grew up watching Power Rangers, you're like, wow, there's a Power Ranger who's now a zombie.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's an interesting plot element. She works as like a morticianer, which is ironic, and she has access to brains, and she has to eat brains to survive. So she dissects people and eats their brains, and then she gets flashbacks and hallucinations of their memories.
And they also had the actor of Arthur Pendragon from Merlin as a zombie as well.
So
yeah.
maybe I need to watch another episode, because it's kind of hard to sometimes judge a series by one episode in the middle of a season, because they have good episodes and bad episodes for every series. So just like Star Trek. Just like Star Trek, there was really, like Star Trek, the original series, had some really bad episodes, but also had some really good ones.
Right.
Same with Stargate. Stargate has some pretty okay episodes and then off episodes sometimes. Like, because I've been getting into the Stargate episodes, like seasons and stuff, and man, I am getting into Stargate completely.
Right. All right. I got some information I can talk about Halloween Returns. Movie Hole reports that Halloween Returns is currently casting. There's no mention of behind-the-scenes creators, though the source sequel and collector duo Marcus Dustin and Patrick Melton were last reported to be attached. The new film will be a standalone reboot of the franchise, and according to the site, will pit a new group of Haddonfield youngsters against Myers. The now 18-year-old child of one of Myers' victims plays the central role, with the child of a cop who's long been obsessed with the Myers case, even putting it before his own daughter. Myers is now on death row, and the two kids, with their own personal vendettas against the killer, sneak in to watch his execution. When things go awry, Myers escapes. The pair, along with their friends, find themselves in the firing line. So, interesting reboot / connection to the original second Halloween. Hopefully this works out. We'll see. And that's that. So,
Are they going to do another Resident Evil movie? I actually like the
yes,
last.
there is going to be the final Resident Evil movie. Final chapter, and then they're going to reboot it.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
I actually liked the last Resident Evil movie. Let me say that, because maybe I'm a minority when it comes to horror
While
fans.
you do that, I will look up the new one. So go ahead.
Okay. The last Resident Evil movie, I don't understand why it got bad reviews. I thought it was entertaining. I thought it was excellent. I thought it was an interesting premise. There was like multiple clones of her living different realities. I thought it was cool. It combined science fiction with horror. I mean, I liked it. I really enjoyed the last Resident Evil movie. It came out, I think, like 3 years ago.
Right. Okay, so this is going to be called Resident Evil: The Final Chapter, following the events of Resident Evil. What's the name of it? Retribution, I believe. Yeah. So of course Mila oh my God, I can never say her name. Mila Jovovich is going to be in it. Following. Thank you, Jovovich. Thank you. Following the events of Resident Evil Retribution, Project Alice is forced to race against time as the villainous Red Queen attempts to destroy the final remnants of humanity. So again, this will be the budget is $90 million. Okay, and this supposedly, after this movie, a year or two from then, they're going to reboot the franchise and probably make it directly connected to the video games, I would say. More closer.
Yeah, that's another reason why I like the last Resident Evil movie, because I have a persistent fascination with clones. And that movie deals with a lot of her clones.
What?
Different clones with different movies. But I mean, I love me some Mila.
If you like clone movies, watch Orphan Black. Well, TV show. Watch Orphan Black. That's a good clone TV show.
Okay, I did not know that. Thank you, sir. I will check that out. I love me some Mila Jovovich. Something about her is timeless, man. I mean, I first had an attraction to her when she did Fifth Element, and like still 20-something years later, she's still freaking hot. I consider her hot tappable, definitely.
Hot tappable. That's pretty cool. Okay. On that note, after talking about the hot tappable, we're going to close this off. So thank you to everyone here on the show. Take care. Bye for now.